We're at Urban Field where Sheboygan North is getting ready to take on Green Bay Southwest and open the 2016 WIAA football season. Alongside the coach, Chris Wright, I'm Mike Martin. Chris, they had a real nice article in the paper about North. Chris Zablocki was able to pick up a couple of new players. What impact do you think those new kids will have?
Well, as a matter of fact, Marty, I made some calls today and talked to a couple of my baseball players who are also on the team, and I did talk to Dylan Lindau about that situation. He was very excited about the fact that, you know, like guys like Ethan Sanalis, who automatically right now is going to start out at wide receiver. Obviously, we know a lot about Ethan from his basketball. Another young man that came out, C.J. Hill, is also inserted at wide receiver, and Brady Roberts is going to be carrying the football for North. So I thought that was a real positive thing, and as I talked to those Weston Yerk and Dylan Lindau today, one of the big thing is, and I asked them, I said, how is morale and enthusiasm and everything going? Everybody was very positive. They were very positive about the thing, and I mentioned, what about numbers? And when you get more players out, I think that's very important to both North and South programs. You got to get guys out to play, Marty. That's important, and that was mentioned in an article too. We had talked about it, you and I, during the summer, that we heard the numbers were up into the 80s, and it was quite interesting to see that when Zablocki was quoted, he said they had over 100 or around 100, which is a really good number, especially when you got to disperse that over 3 teams. I want to do a little shout out for Jake Main and David Sonatag. Sonatag will be starting at tight end. Jake will be backing him up. Those guys helped me out with some of the starters, and I do want to go through the line. We don't do this enough. Brandon Wire is going to be starting at center. At left guard is L.J. Werner. At right guard is Cameron Bell. At right tackle is Ryan Kinney, and at left tackle is Ian Cook. And based on what's in the program, Chris, they got pretty good size up front, it looks like. Yeah, and I did mention to Dylan, I said, how is the line going? He said, well, we got most of the guys back. And I said, if nothing else, you know, the experience should be a big key. And one of the things both Weston and Dylan both said is it's been a lot easier this year at camp because players seem to understand the system 2 years in. And one comment that Dylan said is that the line, being a year older, should be a little bit better and hopefully a little bit more consistent. Shout out to Eric Bundage. He's the assistant coach for Green Bay Southwest, and he helped me out with some of their starters, especially at the skill position. They're starting a kid by the name of Joshua Combs at quarterback. I don't know much about him, Chris. Also at running back is Elijah Lavaliette. You know anything about those two kids? I know I looked on the website. There was really not much there. No, and I know they were really quick in the backfield last year, and so wasn't it that Eilenfeld? Wasn't he one of the kids? I think he's Notre Dame. Maybe it was a different. Okay. Yeah, Notre Dame. Anyway, the coaches, Tim Burr and Pat Wallace, are both in their first year. They're co-coaching. I'm not sure if I like that so much, Chris. Yeah, we saw that over at South a couple years back with Dave Pfeiffer and Chris Hind. And I'm going to give you a break here, Marty. Yeah, we're going to step out. Bill Wagner is introducing the national anthem. Everybody has just stood up, so we'll be quiet right now.
We went through the starting offensive unit for Sheboygan North in our introductory comments. There you see the Green Bay Southwest Trojans coming out, being introduced as a team. And it looks like North is going to do the same thing as they trot out the center of the field, and hopefully we won't have any shenanigans before the ball game starts.
Well, you have to have optimism when you start a season. It's hard to believe we're August 19th. I was talking to Mr. Stengel, the director here of activities, and he mentioned next year football's going to start the last week in July, Marty.
Oh, my goodness.
So we're going to be, maybe next year we'll be doing a game on the 15th of
I think we had a game last year on August 9th. I thought I saw that when I was going, you know, as I was preparing for tonight and looking at the old sheet. But anyway, that's awfully soon to be starting football. And that all revolves around the playoffs. We understand that. So they can get those in. And I have time to do that. Let's mention this. Chris Zablocki is the head coach for North. Joe O'Brien, John Hess, Jason King, Kurt Bell, Trevor Tagle, Brandon Novak, Corey Robertson, Bill Greenwood, Paul Andrews, Ernesto Maías, Rick Schultz, and Lawrence Adams are all assistant coaches over here at North. John Moss, Allison Shelter, Camille, and Ellie Shinners are the managers. Chris Lenz, head trainer. Dan Stengel, we mentioned his name. John Matzek is the principal, and Eric Spielman and Pam Lensmeyer are assistant principals.
New principal over at North.
We mentioned his name in the opening. Ethan Snellis is going to start the game off by doing the kickoff chores. Back deep for the Trojans. It looks like it's Elijah Violette. And Snellis on the approach. And the 2016 season has begun. Taken at about the 6-yard line. Pilot reverses course and then tries to get the east sideline and does. Gets it up past the 30-yard line. Nice kickoff for him.
And Yerk and Snellis over there on the stops, 23 and 33. And here comes Green Bay Southwest. Their first chance with the football. See how nerves come out here. One thing that going to mention it a number of times this year, Marty, is North has got to improve their defense. Their front 8 have got to make more plays.
Okay, they got the quarterback in the shotgun, man in motion, inside handoff to the running back. He gets it up over the 35 to about the 37.
I think it was
like it was number 22 on the carry.
Levet, senior, 6'1". Something you see a lot more in high school football, no more huddles. And we're off.
Roll out to the right and trying to run for it and getting good yardage was the quarterback, Combs. It's going to be 3rd and short. Make it 3rd and 1.
Empty backfield, Marty.
Yeah.
Got those wings out there. Jet
inside
sweep.
Handoff. No, fake the handoff. Combs has it, gets it up over knocked down right at the 45-yard line, and gets the ball into North High territory.
Now, right there, somebody's got to be focused on the quarterback. That's somebody's job there, and he was just too open there, Marty, for a big gain.
Just quick snap, quick out to the wide receiver, and making Noah Schmidt on the catch. Making the stop for North was Brady Roberts.
Looks like they got their plays all scripted, Marty.
That could be, because they're running pretty quick here. It's 2nd down and 5. For inside handoff, that time they do give it to the running back, LaViolette. picks up about 4. It's going to be another third down play, Chris. Let's see if they can stop him. The Violet is behind Combs in the backfield. Combs dropping back, looking, going deep. He's got a man out there, but overshot him, incomplete. Intended receiver was Stats.
Van Meller back from his ACL back there, and Weston Yerk.
All right, Chris, what do you do here?
Well, they're going to go for it, Marty.
That's why they went deep, I suspect.
I will say this, one of the interesting things is they got all their plays on, just like Oregon did, on boards and stuff.
All right, we got two slots left and right. Fake handoff, it's a fumble. Combs has it. He drops the ball again. Can North jump on it? It looks like North has it at about the 43-yard line.
Well, regardless, Marty, would have been a turnover on downs there, but all started with the snap.
First down for North.
So good stop by the North defense. Said they have to play better. And here come the young Raiders offense led by a freshman, Marty. And I've heard a lot about this young man. My son was in the fitness center. And
Mitch Mahler?
Yep. And I know his dad a little bit. I had his sister in class. Heard a lot about him.
Yeah, big kid, 6'2".
But he's going to be probably a little nervous, but he's got a rocket.
Get him out for baseball. Looks like making a nice run on that one was C.J. Hill.
No, yeah, C.J. Hill back there. Nice play. That's one of the new players that came out this year. And talking to Weston Yerk, North is going to want to split up their offense about 50-50, he said.
Yeah, I found that interesting. I didn't think they ran it quite as often last year.
I agree with you. Well, they had Peter Green and Bailey Meyer, some pretty good, very good quarterback.
Ball on the 47 on Southwest side. Mahler, a fake handoff. They had him in the backfield. He's able to get it up to the line of scrimmage. So they fake the run to the running back, but Southwest doing a good job bottling up the play.
First penalty marker, Marty.
Oh boy. Mahler coming over to the sideline here. You see the official illegal procedure on North. So that'll supersede the play. That'll make it first down and 15. Ball will be spotted on the north side at the 48.
Very interesting for a freshman. A lot of stuff to learn. Hasn't even walked in North as a student yet. And now he's leading a varsity football team out on the field.
A lot of wide receivers. We got a man in motion. Fake to him. Give it to Roberts inside. He dances by a couple of defenders and gets it up inside the 45. A nice pickup there by Roberts.
Again, these new players making immediate impacts, Marty.
Second down and about 8 yards, I would
like
say.
that, huh?
Yeah,
Get
7-yard pickup.
Get half that back.
Two wide receivers off to the right. Looping back. Roberts that time gets bottled up behind the line of scrimmage. Give him a loss of a yard. It'll make it third down and 9. Clock running, 8:55 left in the first quarter. No score. North held on the opening possession by Green Bay Southwest. Actually had a turnover. Mahler again in the shotgun. Quick rush. Another rusher gets in there, and they're going to hit Mahler for a loss all the way back to the 46. And I'll tell you, one guy after another, Chris, got in there.
Well, there was just I think you mentioned the immediate blitz, and there was nobody there to pick him up, which left Mitchell out for himself. And that'll bring on the punting unit, and Western York going to do the job this year.
York lining up deep. LaViolette is the return man.
No rush.
Good snap, no rush. Kick goes straight up in the air. Not much distance on that, but they do get a good hop. It's going to be inside the 25. First and 10, Green Bay at about the 23.
Well, some good positive things, but the penalty, Marty.
Actually, you know, they had a good play on the first run, you know, with that 7-yard pickup. So 2nd and 8 isn't too bad. It's
right.
Was after the, but you're right, penalties certainly don't help. All right, Combs in the backfield again. Looks for the quick out. He's got his receiver out to about the 32. That was Noah Schmidt. So the quick passing game for Southwest looks pretty good, Chris. Combs has him right to the line. They're ready to go. No receiver open. He's rolling, giving up ground. Now he throws it, and he's got his receiver who dropped the ball.
That
Stats was open, but he couldn't hang on.
wide open at that, Marty.
Yep. 3rd down and 1.
They've had a lot of 3rd and 2nd and shorts, Marty. See if they can stiffen here.
Adding to the pressure on that play was Ian Cook for 78. Combs. Oh, we have movement on the front of the line. Let's see who it's going to be on. Did North step offside, or did Southwest move?
Dylan Verheyen there, Marty. 77.
They're talking it over. That side judge on the far side, Chris, came in like he said, I got North offside. We'll have to see what happens. Still no signal by the man in the white hat. There you go, offside North.
I think they got Sonatag then, Marty.
That makes it a 1st and 10.
I saw the tackle get out of his stance, but I think it was, like you said, probably the
North guy stepped offside. That's unfortunate. It was a late call for sure. But if you look where that side official is, I mean, he's way out there on the sideline. And they're running the offense on this hash mark over here. 6:08 left in the first quarter, no score. Handoff to LaViolette. He's hit in the backfield and dragged down. He's going to lose a yard on that. Good stout defense played that time by the Raiders. Give him a no gain.
Ian Kroc, I believe, on that stop. Number 78, that's a nice play.
Southwest has some big boys up front too, Chris.
Yeah, they do. They have some 300-pounders.
Bunker in motion, handoff to LaViolette on a sweep. He gets hit in the backfield, or did he get it up to the line of scrimmage? Not much of a gain either way. It's going to be 3rd and long. See how North does here so they can get him out. 3rd and long. Combs giving ground. He's being chased. Dumps it off and almost picked off. Making the play on the ball was Weston York, but he couldn't come up with it, but he did tip it away.
I thought that was a pretty good pass there by the quarterback there, Holmes, but Weston York with his athletic ability jumped and knocked that one out of the way. Used to play B on the basketball team.
Yeah.
Not last year, but the
I
year
think
before.
that's Lindahl back deep, Chris.
Good speed.
Good hands.
Third year back there. Had an outstanding summer baseball season. I believe he was voted the MVP of the Legion team last summer, Marty.
I wouldn't doubt that in the least. Good snap. Combs looked like he was going to run, but then he did punt it, and he gets a good kickoff and a good roll. It's going to be inside the 30. North take over from there. That was a good punt, Chris.
Yep. We got him for 40 there.
Ooh. Ball is going to be spotted. I think we'll call it the 28. .453 left in the first quarter. No score. And wide receivers left and right. Sinellis is wide to the left, way out there. Fake handoff. They give it to Roberts, but he's hit in the backfield back at the 26. Give him a loss of 2. You're going to have to do a little more blocking up front, Chris. That was not good. Second down and 12 for North.
It's like consecutive losses there for North. It's more positive.
Quentin Bodine is out to this side.
Here comes the blitz from his shoulder. Oh.
He wanted his receiver cutting over the middle, which was supposed to be C.J. Hill, but Hill got off his route, and Mahler threw it where he thought he was supposed to, but there was nobody there. It's going to be 3rd and 12.
Well, after getting hit the last time, I think he wanted to get rid of the ball a little quicker that time.
Yeah, good point.
Unfortunately, it was to the white shirts.
Good thing they can't catch it. Of course, that's why they're wide receiver or defensive backs.
Let's see if they come with another blitz here, Marty.
It came pretty heavy the last time.
Watch him on his left side.
Quick pass. That one a little bit behind the intended receiver, Sinellis. It's going to be 4th down. And depending on how good or bad this punt is, Southwest is going to have pretty good field position, I think, Chris.
Yep, there's no wind whatsoever.
Beautiful evening. Temperatures in the upper 70s, like Chris mentioned, no wind. Pretty good crowd for not having a day of school yet. Violette is back deep. Good snap. Yerk, good kick that time. He got it up in the air. Violette makes a nice catch at the 40. Stutter steps up to the 50 inside North territory and is knocked down at about the 40-yard line. Good punt, good return.
You're right, Marty. They flipped the field completely now. Once again, the North defense is going to be asked to stop the Trojan offense here.
Combs, the quarterback. In the backfield, Violette behind him. Inside handoff. Finds an opening.
Oh,
he busts through. He's in the open inside the 30, inside the 20, and knocked out inside the 15-yard line.
25 yards just like that, Marty.
That's not good.
Another thing I mentioned to Dylan Lindow is I said I don't want to hear your name so much by Bill Horsch, because last year you made way too many tackles, and that time he had to make that tackle.
27-yard pickup officially, Chris.
Ouch.
Man in motion. Stats. Inside
Oh
handoff.
boy.
Violette lunges forward inside the 10.
Southwest has found something on the left side, Marty.
Yep.
You're going to keep going that way until you decide to stop that side.
Picked up a 7 yards on that play. Combs rolling out, looking. He's got a man in the end zone, and he makes the catch for the touchdown. Making that catch for the Trojans was Joe Stats. And just like that, Chris, it's 6-0. Getting ready to kick is Kobe Maloney. Now check that, it's number 21, Ryan Burton. Lines are set. Good snap and set. Burton's kick sneaks through. With 3:13 left in the first, 7-0 Southwest.
It's not always easy being a dad.
Do you have panda asthma too? Does that run in the family? This is the home of the most priceless kung fu artifacts.
But when you make an effort,
Dad, we're not supposed to touch anything.
Oh, sorry.
Go along, son.
it's always worth it.
Whoa!
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
I am gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov to learn more.
Well, Chris, they took over the possession at the 40-yard line, and 3 plays later they had a score. 33 of those yards were, or 34 of those yards were on runs by Lavallette. Combs found Stats in the end zone for the final 6. Burton doing the kickoff chores. Roberts takes it at about the 13, looking for an opening, and gets it up to about the 25.
All right, the offense has got to do something now here, Marty. They had some nice positive plays to start the game, especially in that first drive, but the last drive was not too good.
They started off with a loss on a running play, and from there, Mahler just didn't have time to get his passes off. And we need a little more blocking up front. Good pickup by Roberts, completed pass to Sinellis. He gets hit at about the 24-yard line. Checked that about the 27.
Nice quick drop, nice short pass, positive yards.
Give them a 3-yard pickup. 2nd down and 7. Roberts in the backfield behind Mahler. Mahler, a freshman. Inside handoff. Roberts bounces it to the left side. Gets it outside, gets it out over the 35. Give him a chance, Chris. They won't have a real long play here on 3rd down.
Nice little run there by Roberts.
Put it at the 32. It'll be about 5 yards. Got 2 wide receivers off here to the right. Sinellis is the widest of the 2. Mahler takes the snap, throws it over the head of the intended receiver. Lavallette actually had a better shot at it than Sinellis. He couldn't come up with it either. It's going to be 4th down. Another punting situation for the Raiders.
I hope that's what they're doing here, Marty.
What do they look like? They're going to go for it?
It looks that way, Marty.
All right. Pretty
Not too early for this, Marty. We'll see. Hopefully it'll work.
Yeah, really.
Interesting situation.
I can't. It's not Mahler at quarterback. Punt on a running punt, and a very bad one. It goes out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. And wow.
They had Clayton Bell in there and lined up. That
Clayton Bell did the kicking, you're right. Didn't work out. Ball spotted at the 42. Great field position again for Southwest. They started at the 40 last time and were able to get it in the end zone in 3 plays. Let's see what North can do here.
Oh, boy.
Fake handoff. Combs keeps it, barrels over a couple of tacklers, gets it down to about the 38 or the 37-yard line.
They keep going to that left side, Marty.
Give him a pickup of 4.
They go with Peters and Rauschenbach. 300 and 305 on this side, Marty. They just keep pounding this side. Screen.
And hit right away. No gain on that play. Helping to make the stop for North was Ben Miller. Mula.
3rd and long.
Pass was complete, but for no gain, it's going to be 3rd down and 6. Combs in the shotgun again, takes it, looking deep over the middle. He's got a receiver, but he dropped the ball. Heard footsteps, Chris.
Nice throw right in between there. They're going to go for it, I believe, Marty, also. Which, again, I wouldn't do that. I would, well.
You know what that takes me back to? That playoff game in Oshkosh when South should have punted it down and got him deep. Oh, some of the things you remember, huh?
Saw Dave Pfeiffer last night on TV. He's the offensive coordinator for Heartland Arrowhead.
Really?
Yep.
Pass is caught. Nice catch. Leaping grab made that time by Will Petsky. Good delivery by Combs, too. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Southwest.
And they're right up on the ball again, Marty.
Going deep. He's got a, it's going to be out of bounds, incomplete. We got 9 seconds left.
Tell you what.
We only got lines for 2 more plays, Chris, and this quarter's got to be over.
It's about 75 and the humidity is about 80%, and they're
yeah, stay hydrated, right?
Yeah, they run this hurry up stuff here. See if you can wear a team down.
Wide receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Inside handoff to Lavalliette, trying to slip by a tackler. He does, and then he gets knocked down at about the 20, and that's going to be the end of the quarter. At the end of 1, Southwest on top, 7-0.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
Back at Urban Field, north side of Sheboygan, there you see the North defense meeting with their coach, getting ready for a 2nd quarter action. Southwest leads it 7-0. They scored on a 6-yard pass from Combs to Stats for the touchdown. It was a quick 3-play, 40-yard drive on that one. Leading rusher in the ball game so far is Elijah Lavalliette. He's got 46 yards on 6 carries. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. Ball is on the 20. Again, North has had a bunch of them so far in the ball game, Chris. Big 3rd down plays. Could use a sack of Combs. Lavalliette in the backfield. Fake handoff to him. Combs looking. He's got a lot of time. He's running and he's got the 1st down. He's going to be, I think it's going to be inside the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you what there, Marty, you had 2 streaking Southwest receivers running kind of like a curl in towards the post, and there was only 1 North defender.
Oops.
And I did not like that. I'm surprised he didn't throw the ball, but unfortunately for North, both receivers went the same way, and one didn't break to the flag or, you know, towards the corner of the end zone.
Right. One thing I've noticed, and I know you have too, is Combs is getting plenty of time to find receivers. Our quarterback is not. Quick handoff. New running back there, and getting close to a 1st down was Josh Yasha.
And again, they're just going behind their 2 300-pound defensive linemen on that left side.
Picks up 9 yards on that play, Chris. That's not good either.
Well, they're just smashing that side with their, you know, they got the size advantage.
Yeah, left side, 74 and 76. Peters and Verheyen. And another play off to the left side. Touchdown.
Wait.
I didn't see if that was Yasha on the carry or if it was Lavalliette.
I think there was a penalty, Marty. No, yes, no.
Official coming over, talking to his partner. We're going to see what's up. They're calling it a touchdown. No penalty, apparently.
Well, what's the officials all talking for? Jeez. That's their first night, too.
I think it was Lavalliette. He picked up the flag, Chris, and tucking it in his pocket right now. So I'm not sure what went on there. The keep is that Southwest has another touchdown, looking for the extra point. Nick Howard doing the holding. He does a good job with that one, but the kick is off to the left, no good. So with 11-13 left in the first half, Southwest Trojans up 13-0. We're going to have the kickoff. I'm still not sure who scored the touchdown.
No,
I don't know if they slipped. Yeah, I think they slipped them back into the backfield.
Well, I just thought the play was dead. Their officials are still talking with the flag, and so I didn't really pay attention to the tail end of the play.
I think they did several of our games last year, and they caught wind that you just do not like penalties, so they're not going to call many tonight.
Well, I just assumed that was on Southwest for motion or something.
Apparently they didn't get the message. We don't mind the penalties on the visitors. As long as it's not on our guys. Roberts, one of the return guys for North. I can't catch the number of the other kid. So Garcia, 24. Roberts is going to take it at about the 18-yard line. Takes it back up the middle and gets it up over the 30 before he's pushed back. Nice return that time. First and 10 for the Raiders. Ball spotted on the 34-yard line. We didn't mention this in the opening, Chris, but it was in the article. North only averaged 12 points a game last year. You know, that's something they need to clean up. I think the defense, for the most part, is not doing too bad, but we got to get something out of the offense. Handoff to Roberts, and he gets hit in the backfield. Second down.
Well, they've had a lot of short fields too, Marty. It adds to the situation, which goes back to the offense. You got to make Southwest drive it down the field a little bit here.
Exactly.
We've gotten short fields on short punt. That short punt, oh boy. Gave him a really short field. And
Waller with a quick out. He's got a wide receiver trying to bounce it back to the inside to gain some yardage, but he's only going to get it back to about the line of scrimmage. Not much going on there. Making the catch for North was C.J. Hill. That's his second catch of the game. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. So we had a loss of 2 on a run, a gain of 2 on a pass, and it remains 3rd down. 4th down and 10. 3rd down and 10. Let's go with 3rd and 10. That gives us a chance. 2 wide receivers off to the left. Mahler going straight back. Fires it over the middle. He's got his receiver, but North is going to be short of the 1st down. Making the catch was Hill again, and he coming up a little bit gimpy. I think he got his ankle turned on the pull down.
you know, they need to get the ball down the field a little bit more, but he just doesn't have the time, and so you got to deliver those shorter passes, which isn't a bad thing, but you got to set them up earlier then for some passes.
Another punting situation for North. Yerk doing most of the kicking chores here in the first half. Bell had one kick when they tried to fake. End over end, takes a good bounce, but Lavalliette making a nice scoop on the 34-yard line, and he's got some running room and is downed inside North territory at the 48. Chris, you'd like to have your shortstop pick up the ball like that.
Yeah, that's
all in one motion and keep running.
In momentum there, that's for sure. And again, great field position for Southwest. They always seem to be inside of North territory or someplace close to the 50-yard line. Nice stop there by L.J. Werner, former student of mine.
Yasha in the backfield. Lavalliette getting a little bit of a break. Wide receivers towards us are Petsky and Stats. Petsky now going to the other side, and coming over here is Bunker. Alan Bunker, no relation to Archie.
They're running out of time, Marty. They're running out of time. Let they get it off.
Fake, Combs keeps it. Finds an opening. Does a good job of bouncing it and getting positive yardage. Gets it over the 45 down a little nearer that first down. It's going to be second down and about 3. Give him a gain of 7. Looks like North is playing a 4-4, Chris.
Yep.
Holmes might be checking off. Let's see, we got the whistle, stoppage of play. The flag went down, so there's a penalty. Looks like it's going to be on Green Bay Southwest offside.
You know, the difference between North and Southwest, their quarterback is as big as some of our linemen.
Really?
That's just
that's not fair.
It's not fair, and that's something that needs to be changed.
Ball spotted at the 48. Yasha gets knocked down at the 44. It's going to be 3rd down and 5.
Shesho on the tackle there, I believe it was.
Combs, handoff, fake to Yasha, flips it out to an open wide receiver who gets knocked out of bounds. We'll have to see if he got enough for the 1st down. Bunker was the receiver. They've got it. It's going to be 1st and 10. Ball being spotted on the 37-yard line. Pick up an 8 on that play, Chris. Nice safe pass. Receiver was wide open, did a good run. Combs throwing on the run, was hit as he threw. Pass is incomplete. We have penalty flags down in the defensive backfield.
They better not call that at North. That was so short. There's no...
They're having a discussion about what they're going to do. Looks like pass interference on North. Let's see what he calls.
No. Offensive pass interference, Marty.
Offensive pass interference.
Interesting.
Penalty goes on Green Bay Southwest.
North needs something to happen here, Marty. They gotta get the ball back. They need a turnover. They need something to change things here. Southwest always in North territory.
Handoff to Lavalliette. He gets it from the the Green Bay Southwest side of the field's 48 to North's 48. So pick up a 4 on that play. It's going to be 2nd down and 21.
Of course, we don't have 77 on our roster.
Yeah, I noticed some guys are not there. Oh, quick
Wide
out, nice
open
catch.
again.
Made that time by Petsky, and he avoids one tackler, and he gets down close to a 1st down. Petsky wide open, and Combs delivered a nice pass, Chris. It's going to be 3rd and short. Ball on the 28. Give him a 14-yard pickup on that play. We'll even give him 18 on that play. Snap, another quick pass out to the side. And slipping, he thought he stepped out of bounds, but he didn't. That wide receiver is all the way down the sideline. Noah Schmidt on the catch, Chris. They're burning the wide defensive backs. It's going to be 1st and goal. That's going to be...
They're going on a touchdown, Marty.
Yeah.
How far was that one?
About 18 yards.
Oh, boy.
That was a touchdown. Make that a 21-yarder. Noah Schmidt on the catch avoided a couple of tacklers and took it in. That extra point is up and good. With 6:07 left until halftime, Southwest now up 20-0.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
There you see the score, 20-0. We will not be on the air for the next 2 weeks, Chris.
Next 2 weeks?
Yeah.
That was just next week.
I got us here doing a game on September 9th.
Yeah, that's
So got a week off.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, whatever. Yeah, it's 2 weeks. September 9th, Stockbridge at KLC.
Wow.
That'd be Kohler Lutheran Christian co-op team. So start making your plans for the next 2 Fridays. Oh, didn't I give you one of these?
Yeah, I have it on, it's on my refrigerator, not with me.
Well, come on, man.
I put on all my schedules on my refrigerator.
How's your water, by the way?
Good, thank you.
We gotta let our fans know. We got the season started off right. Mike's buying the first water.
What are we doing now here, Marty? It's a kickoff.
Yeah, it's pretty nice out, so we'll let them stand around for a while and cool off. It's kind of warm up here in the booth. We have all the doors open and windows open, so we're getting a little bit of a breeze up here.
Bad thing is when you got the screens open, it's harder to read the numbers.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, that's where our monitor comes in pretty handy,
Yeah,
actually.
Very nice. Yeah.
Roberts takes it at about the 20 and goes full bore right up the middle and gets it up to the 40. Good return that time by Brady Roberts.
Well, I don't want to say it's desperate time, but
It is.
it's time to put some type of drive on the board here. Take a shot down the field. Here you see the return. You're right. Full bore is right. He
Yeah, put his head down and ran.
saw the opening. Good job there. He's been a nice
Good addition to the backfield for running. Yeah, you're right. I agree.
Roberts has been good. But
Mahler back looking.
Here we
Goes
go,
deep. Got Sinellis out there, but overshot him. Second down. You know, with running the quick offense like Green Bay Southwest does, I didn't have any time to fill in the stats part of my sheet as we move along. So there's been no stats added up. Hopefully we'll be able to get some of that totaled up and present it to you before we start the second half. Mahler, handoff to Roberts. Gets it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there. Third down and 10. Mahler getting some instruction, trotted over to the sideline. He comes into the huddle a little bit late. Ian Cook is big number 78. Off to the side, towards our side, is Quentin Bodine, number 6. Quick snap. Inside receiver catches it. Trying to move it forward, gets up to about the 46, but it's only a 6-yard pickup.
same situation, Marty. Same situation. You need 10, you get 6, and once again, they're looking like they're going to go for it here, Marty. And
You know, in a
Bell
way,
is back there again, so I would assume
in a way, I don't blame him.
this time I think he's going for it, Marty. This isn't going to be a punt.
Bell,
Oh, he is punting.
little running kick action. This time he gets a pretty good kickoff. Rolls all the way down inside the 5 and touchdown at about the 3. That one worked.
And a penalty on Southwest for unsportsmanlike.
No,
Yep, they
Trojans wouldn't do that. I had my biggest game running in a high school game against Green Bay Southwest. How many yards do you think I had?
biggest. 163.
92. I think we beat them 20 to something, 20 to nothing maybe. Seifert had he had 3 touchdowns and a couple extra points. Neiman was ticked at us. He said, we're just going end run left, end run right. That's basically all we did. Were end runs, sweeps, sweeping to death. Unsportsmanlike conduct on North. Come on.
So they're going to get...
Oh, they're going to get the ball in pretty good field position, though.
They're going to get Bell. I thought Clayton Bell there was the 15-yarder.
So instead of at the 4, they're going to get it out near the 18-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate. They have the yard line down as the 18, so we'll call it. I think that ball was spotted at the 3, so 15-yard penalty would put it at the 18. Combs. Well, they got a new quarterback back there, Chris. New running back, too. Combs actually took the handoff. He spins through. He's still on his feet. Look at him go. He's out to the 40. And finally pulled down at about the 43-yard line. Playing quarterback that time was Cody Bennett. Good idea, Chris.
Watch him just pull, bulldoze.
Spins away and just keeps running. And you talked about him being a big guy. Nick Howard doing the handoff that time, pardon me, was looking at the wrong roster. 5'10", 220. You'd mentioned that earlier. You're right, he is a big boy. About a 25-yard gain. Timeout that time by North, I believe. 4:16 left in the first half. It's 20-0. Green Bay Southwest. Oh, okay. Richard Bartson running the top camera. Scott Maloff in the truck, our director tonight. Chris Wright doing the color, and Mike Martin doing the play-by-play. We have a press guy up here next to us. He's not doing anything, but he's having a good time. He's shopping on the internet. Come on, get to work, man. Howard to pitch back to Combs, and he's still battling. That guy is a load, Chris.
Four minutes till halftime, Marty, and it's starting to drag, Marty.
Yeah.
Not a lot of positive things to say for North.
Ball spotted on the 46. It's going to be second down and about 6 yards to go. Inside handoff. Combs again gets it down to the 49 in North Territory. Another 4-yard pickup. Third and 2. Oh, pass is incomplete. Intended receiver was Noah Schmidt. Fourth down. Chris, I like that left side. Give it to Comus. He's been a load.
I like your thought.
Linebackers sneaking up a little bit for North. And quarterback kept it. We have flags from all over flying in. Nick Howard on the carry that time. Got it down to the 43.
Well, a couple penalty flags down, Marty. I think we had motion, and then a North player, I think, took the upper part of his arm and took the helmet off one of the linemen.
Yeah, I think that was number 77.
Yep.
Looked right at the official and said, what's going on here? Here we're going to take a look at the replay. 77 is at the end of the line on this side.
Well, he just took his helmet.
Flag comes in right away. It might have been a face mask, actually.
Yeah. So they're just going to replay it.
Trotting out is Howard. He was playing quarterback, and now Combs is going to be the quarterback, and Elijah Lavallette will be at running back. A quick out to the wide receiver, off of his hands, incomplete. North will get it back in pretty good field position, Chris.
Well, it seems like whatever they want to do, they can do, and that time they just dropped the ball. I think he would have got the first down if he caught it. But you're right, Marty.
Another one of those safe passes. You're right, a little swing pass off to the side.
But North is so deep. They're so deep that it's hard to counter with that.
You got two wide receivers on this side of the field. Mahler inside handoff to Roberts. He picks up a yard. Hard fought.
Understatement.
Second down, ball resting right on the 50-yard line. 2:45 left. Oh, those 50-50 guys work hard. Snellis, the lone wide receiver on this side. You see two wideouts up on top of your screen. Hand off to Roberts. He gets hit right at the line of scrimmage and ripped down. Maybe fell for a yard at best. And give him no gain on that. Ball back down on the 50. Third down. Clock running at 2 minutes left now in the first half. Mahler still at quarterback. Roberts behind him. Blitzing. Good swing pass. Roberts is open. He's going to get the first down and then some. He's down, knocked out of bounds. Got taken down at about the 26, but a good play that time. Finally able to get the ball out in space, and Roberts makes him pay.
Well, Southwest came with the blitz. Just one of those situations where the defensive scheme was the wrong play for the offensive scheme, and in that turn,
played right into it. Mahler made a good delivery, and Roberts a good catch.
They don't have that play called. He might be a sitting duck, but
worked out that time, didn't it?
And I like the way that Roberts ran up the field, not out of bounds.
Mahler looking, fires a crossing pattern. Intended receiver was Bodine, but he couldn't make the catch. Defense was right there. 2nd and 10. North looking to get on the board. 1:26 remaining. Clock is stopped on the incompletion. The two wide receivers off to the right. Snellis down here at the bottom of the screen. He hasn't seen the ball much, Chris. Mahler with a fake handoff, and he gets knocked down. Maybe picked up a yard. That would have been about it. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, Marty, the clock is rolling here. Down to 1:06.
They got time and 2 timeouts remaining. If you're going to give the ball up, you don't want to give Southwest any time remaining. Bodine out here. Snellis on the other side. Mahler at quarterback. Looking. Quick out. Snellis cannot make the catch. It's going to be 4th down. 38 seconds left. Might as well go for it. They had the big play to Roberts, got it down to the 26, and since that time the drive has stalled with 3 incompletions. Mahler steps back, has a little bit of time, drifts it out, and the ball is going to be intercepted. We'll take a look at it. Oh, good catch that time. Making the interception for Green Bay Southwest was Dylan Osho. Southwest is going to take over at about the 1 or 2 yard line. They spotted it at the 2. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 2. 31 seconds left. See if they elect to run it out or get a score. Inside handoff. Comas, he bounces off 2-3 guys. Gets it out to about the 5. And that could be the last play of the half. That will be, I believe, the last play of the half. Southwest in no hurry to run a play. And that is the end of the first half with Green Bay Southwest up 20-0.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight is the very first performance of the season for the Northside Varsity Dance Team. The Varsity Dance Team is coached by Caleb Pickler and Betsy Clark, led by Captain Alan, Lily, Mariah, and Olivia. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2015-2016 state champions, Northside Varsity Dance Team.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you? You know you do. That's why we're here. We're free and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos. Go to GetSchooled.com.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
A full life, measured in seats, starts with the right ones early on. Car crashes are a leading killer of children 1 to 13. Learn how to prevent deaths and injuries by using the right car seat for your child's age and size.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. Already posted it.
Look at me. Hey.
Raymond, look at Mommy.
Maybe the light hurts his eyes.
Maybe she's just not hungry. Maybe he can't hear us. Maybe we're not stimulating him enough. Maybe it's a phase.
Avoiding eye contact is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
You taught him how to hit a baseball, how to hit a receiver, the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit?
I guess sometimes things just happen. Devastating things. Your whole world changes in an instant. That's what happened to me the day my mother had a stroke.
I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. Protect the ones you love. Spot a stroke fast.
You've messed up your son's haircut.
Mom?
Do you A, try to fix it?
Like it never happened.
B, work with what you got? Or C, show solidarity?
Thank you, babe.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Taking care of a family member can lead to plenty of questions. Fortunately, there's a place to get the answers, for them and for you. Find articles, tips, and tools from experts and others who have been in your place. The Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Schools, including people like you who are trying to get this in, and it's just me. And it's not like I can work overtime, I get 40 hours. I get to as much as I can. Some stuff does slip through the cracks, that's unfortunate. Well, anyway, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Keep working on you. Gentle stuff. Keep shelving on the internet. Send this stuff, and I'm going to try to get it in as often.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Maybe he's really focused.
Hey, Michael. Michael. Maybe he likes spinning the wheels.
Maybe he just loves trucks.
Maybe he's just being a boy.
Preoccupation with objects is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
If you don't fix them, sparks from dragging tow chains could cause a wildfire, and that could be scary.
Hi, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Mom.
Dear.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who wants to care of you.
When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke. I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. Protect the ones you love. Spot a stroke fast.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice, single boys. was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help. And slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. This is unacceptable, and something Feeding America is working to solve. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States, including yours. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Y'all caught up there?
Yeah, pretty good. 10, 19, 25. Back here at Urban Field, getting ready to start second half action. I did get some time to total up the stats, and they're not pretty, Chris. Mitchell Mahler for Sheboygan North was 6 for 14 with 1 interception for 50 yards. He did have 1 long gainer to Brady Roberts at 24-yarder. The rushing game was non-existent. 8 carries, -2 yards. For Green Bay Southwest, I had them with 19 carries for 134 yards. Lavallette had 8 carries for 56 yards, and the big quarterback / running back, Joshua Combs, had 10 carries for 69 yards. On the passing end, Combs was 7 for 13 for 76 yards. Their leading wide receiver, Chris, was Noah Schmidt. He also had a touchdown catch. He had 4 catches for 35 yards. So their stats, a total of 76 yards passing, so give them over 200 yards for the half. North had about 48 yards for the half.
Yeah, and 26 on one play, Marty. That
not good.
So they got to figure something out, you know.
I would say there's room for improvement.
Yeah, you know, no big plays. Can't seem to get anything going offensively or... Go ahead, Marty.
Like us. If you like us, go to Facebook.com. If you don't like us, don't go to Facebook.com. Only tell your friends if we're doing a good job. That is important. Watch online. This did not get in the paper, but you might want to hear about this. I'm sure most of you out there have heard of Roy Perung. He's a world-class ultra-marathoner, and we did a show on him, a half-hour program. It's online now. We did about a 4-day run of shows. That's over with now, but you can catch it online. You could also buy your own copy over at the TV station. Give Scott a call. He'll process your order. But go online. A lot of programming there, not just sports, also community items and government type things. All right, Chris, I think I've talked enough. Now it's your turn. You done yet?
Well, a little, you know, again, try to find some positives out of it. You know, I think you made some good points. You know, it doesn't seem like the defense is bad, but they do have short, Southwest seemed to always have short field position. And then when they had to.
I do wish the offensive line would do a little better job of protecting and opening up some running lanes. Here you see big number 88 for North is David Sonnentag. David and his friend Jake Mame helped out with starters and pronunciation of names and that type of thing. Good kids, Chris. You know, I think the size up front is big enough. They just had to do a little better job of holding their blocks.
Well, they could, again, it's a work in progress. They're going to need more. I guess we said before, Southwest has a couple guys at 300, and you're going at about 220, 230. You know, that's the size of running backs nowadays. So make do with what you have.
And we're off with second half action. Short kick taken by Miller. Miller trying to get to the outside but can't. He's knocked down at about the 28. Be 1st and 10 for North from there. Mula. Make it the 29. Let's see what Coach Zablocki has in store. He tries to go back to the running game. He's got Mahler in the backfield and Roberts behind him. 3 wide receivers off to the right. A handoff to Roberts. He gets right back to the line of scrimmage before he's ripped down, so no gain there. Everybody's back now from going to the bathroom. We're all set to go. Mr. Martin gets no breaks. Goes to the grindstone. Roberts picks up a yard on that run. They marked it at the 30.
You said that more than once, a yard or none.
Yeah, exactly. Quick out is off the hands of Hill. Pass got on him pretty quick, Chris. This is the other thing that's hindered the offense, Chris. 3rd and long. I mean, it's we talked about they haven't been able to run the ball very effectively, and other than Southwest blitzing himself right out of coverage for that long gainer, North has really had a hard time. There's a flag. Somebody jumped offside. I'm hoping that it's Southwest.
Well, North got a win a year ago against Pulaski. We were here for that, and it was early in the season, and things didn't go well the rest of the year. And
it's going to be 3rd down and 4 with that 5-yard penalty. See if North can pick it up. This is makeable. They should be able to get this. They can get some blocking. Oh.
Trying to give that 5 yards right back.
Yeah, Hill didn't do so good that time. You know what, Chris? We're not even going to go to the next line. We're just going to scribble out numbers and put it back to the way it was. Ball spotted on the 30-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 9. 2 wide receivers up on top of your screen. Mahler getting rushed, and he's going to be sacked all the way back inside the 20-yard line. Hey. Big loss. 4th down and a bunch. We're going to mark it right at the 20. It'll be a loss of 10 exactly. Should have threw that swing pass out to this side that time. York makes a nice catch and boots it away. Gets a pretty good bounce. Valiette is going to let it roll, and it's going to be touchdown at the 39-yard line. Not too bad of a punt there, Chris.
Very good punt, 41 yards.
Still nice field position for the Trojans, but if North can put up a stand, they could come away with a decent field position themselves. Just can't let them drive it down into their territory.
Oh, there's motion.
Okay, I think we got Howard back at quarterback, and Holmes was the running back, yeah. Gives the main running back, Elijah Violette, a little bit of a breather. Penalty makes it 1st and 15.
Howard just a sophomore, but he's 6'2", 210.
Yeah, he's dropping back. He throws a dart. He's got a wide receiver. Looks like Noah Schmidt on the catch. Joe Stats, pardon me.
He's got a touchdown earlier. He got the first touchdown of the season for the Southwest Trojans.
Howard on a fakes a handoff, keeps it, trying to go off to the right, and he gets wrestled down right near the line of scrimmage, maybe picked up a yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 8. Great opportunity now for North to hold. See if they can do it. Here we go. North sends a man through. Quick pass is caught by Combs. He's going to have the 1st down. Does a good job of running, following his blockers. Pushes one tackler out of the way. Tries to push another and is finally wrestled down near the 35-yard line. What a load. Jeez.
Well, he knocked...
He threw them aside like a bad habit.
Perfect call against the blitz. I think this is Roberts here. He's gonna, Roberts nice and low like he's taught to, but another catch going over the middle, Marty.
Oops. That grab was made by big number 15, Alan Bunker. Bunker on a nice catch. Another 1st down play for Southwest. Ball on the 21. That was a 14-yard pickup. Howard remaining at quarterback. Really nice 1-2 punch for them. Fake handoff, and then they pitch back to Bunker. And it looks like he's got the 1st down, Chris. It's a little dipsy doodle. We haven't seen that yet.
Yep, first option run.
I don't think he got the 1st down, though, but he did pick up 9.
We've had this many times in the first half, too. 2nd and short.
Ball on the 12-yard line. The inside handoff to Combs, and he gets it down inside the 2. It's going to be about a 10 or 11-yard run. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Once again, back-to-back tackles by Dylan Lindau.
Yeah, you're right. You don't want to have him have his name called a lot.
I think they're going left here, Marty.
I'll bet it's number 5 on the carry, too. Oh, it looked like he was in motion. No call, and he's in. Good blocking up front. The main guy making the hole that time was Anthony Peters, big number 74. Anthony goes 6'1", 300 pounds. Another touchdown. Burton attempt the extra point. Again, Howard is his holder. Good snap and set. Kick is good. With 7:52 left in the third quarter, it's 27-0.
Oh, look, a redhead.
Staring contest.
You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Back at Urban Field on the north side of Sheboygan, where Green Bay Southwest has had it going pretty well here tonight. They lead it 27-0. It's been the Joshua Combs show. Number 5 did it from his quarterback position in the first half, and seen a lot of duty at running back late in the first half, and here in the third quarter just scored a touchdown. He also threw a touchdown pass in that first quarter. 2 actually. Kick is deep. Roberts takes it right around the 6 or 7 yard line. Tries to get outside and can't avoid the tackles of the Trojans.
Right idea.
Yeah.
I said Brady Roberts has been a real positive.
Sim Nelson, I think, made the stop. It's going to be 1st and 10 north. Ball is going to be spotted on the 17 yard line. Deep. Make it the 18. That's what they've got on the board. Jake Maiman at tight end on this side. Roberts continues to be the running back. Hasn't had a lot of openings. All right, Chris, what'd you do to the monitor? We had a black screen there for a while. Stop looking at it.
Now they.
Oh boy, loss of a yard.
Well, it's the same play, Marty. They're running that same play up the middle, and it hasn't worked all day.
No.
It hasn't done anything to
run that little swing pass to Roberts. He likes that play.
I think outside as opposed to inside is much more key.
Roberts again trying to take it off the right side, pardon me, the left side, but didn't get much. They have lost a yard again. It's going to be 3rd down. Maurer takes a direct snap. He's got a little bit of time, and now he's being rushed. See if he can get away. He's on the outside. He's got good speed, Chris. Boy, he's got a great stride. But he's knocked out of bounds near the 20-yard line.
And a penalty.
Yeah, I tell you, if you could get that kid out in space, he runs well. Just hasn't had the time.
Freshman. And if they call him for knocked out of bounds, it's going to be a 1st down for North, which we have not said very often today.
Yeah, no, there hasn't been many. I think we had one in the first quarter. Personal foul.
You know, I didn't think that was that bad of a...
Oh, I thought that was terrible. Matter of fact, I thought it was so bad it should be a 20-yard penalty, not just 15. 1st down and 10. Ball spotted on the 35-yard line.
Yeah, getting him, you know, fake that belly and then maybe get out on the edge might not be a bad idea either,
Right.
Marty, this year.
Even roll him out.
Right here.
Like this.
Yeah.
Throwing on the run. He's got his receiver. Nice catch that time by Dylan Lindau. He can catch the ball for his first catch of the night. Pickup of 8. Hey, we can say it officially. North on the move. 2 wide receivers off to the left. Give it inside to Roberts. He bounces to the outside. He's got the first down. He's knocked out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. Pick up a 5.
And again, outside the tackle is probably much more to their strength if you can get to the edge.
First and 10 for the Raiders. Ball up to the 49-yard line. 2 first downs in a row. Roberts trying to slip through, but again, not very effective blocking, and slipped through the first line, but not the second line of the defense. On a technical point, Chris, I want you to look at the North High wide receivers. I don't know if you noticed this, but the 2 that were off to that side, they're like 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. You want them that far back? I mean, that just takes them longer to get out into the secondary on pass plays.
Unless they're setting up something for a screen or something.
Yeah. Look at them. Look where they are out there.
Yeah, well, they have to be off the line.
Yeah, but they only need to be off the line by a yard.
Right.
They're about 4 yards back.
Very good point.
Lindahl had it in his hands, but was knocked away by Dylan Asha.
A little bit thrown behind him.
Yes.
Tried to adjust.
3rd down and 10. .46 left in the 3rd quarter. We lost our graphics. Southwest is up 27-0. Mahler back, looking, flips it out to Roberts, but he gets crunched. Roberts, I'd like you to meet...
He's in trouble too.
Nathan Steinbrecher. He sounds like he should be playing linebacker for Ohio State.
Well, they've run that play, and Southwest is not going to be fooled too many times on that. Even the ends that time played it right, where they kind of held fort. Watch the ends here, Marty, and the linebacker. See how they freeze? And then kaboom.
Hello.
Because, I'm not going to say.
Well, on a previous play, they ran away from the play of North, and North gained 24 that time. They covered it up pretty nicely. And we get a timeout on the field. I think that was, I'm not sure who called that timeout. Neither does Scott, because each team still has 3. Oh, he's going to give it to North. Good guess, Scott. Richard Bartson up on top. Beautiful night for a ball game. Chris had mentioned early on, not much of a breeze, and there's still not much of a breeze. Matter of fact, the only breezes I feel are the ones in the booth by you and me. Andy Hildebrand is just sitting there. He still hasn't gotten done shopping on the internet. What are you buying there, Andy? You know you can buy cars on the internet. Back deep to receive the punt is LaViolette. He's been in charge of all the return duties. He had over 50 yards rushing in the first half. Yerk's kick is high and deep, and not much of a bounce. Ball is going to be spotted down at about the 25. Well, Chris, that's some progress. They got 2 first downs. Just were not able to sustain the drive. North's next game is going to be at Bayport. Southwest will be hosting Pulaski next week.
Bayport, I would think, will be the favorites this year, Marty.
Pass by Howard is incomplete.
I would take Bayport, Notre Dame, defending state champs Notre Dame, by the way. Who would ever thunk that when we saw them last year? I mean, they look like a very methodical team, but nothing overwhelming.
It just goes to show, as the season moves along, the team that we saw at the beginning of the season was not the same team at the end of the season.
They're very, very methodical. They moved down the field, very efficient, played, very well, but I would never have guessed that they were.
Howard on a fake to Comus, and then he ran it up there pretty good.
Coach Nowak going to retire after this year too, Marty.
Really?
Yep.
He's had a nice run.
Yep.
For sure. He'll be missed. Not time to give it to Comus, and he's got a big first down. And still trying to power forward, but North holding him back. It's going to be up to the 44-yard line. Another 9-yard gain for the Trojans.
I watched Arrowhead and Homestead last night. Two perennial powers. Homestead won Division II, and Kimberly came back to beat Heartland in that unbelievable game last year.
Yeah, that one, I saw that one. Or part of it. I didn't see the whole game, but yeah, it was something else. Howard making a good decision, cuts it back to the middle and picks up about 6 yards.
Difference between Heartland last night and Homestead is Homestead made too many mistakes. Turned the ball over. They gave up an interception for a touchdown early on. They gave up a fake punt. They couldn't convert a short field goal, and that's when you lose by 7.
That's all it takes, right?
And I mentioned Dave Pfeiffer. Another big gainer. Fumble.
North has it.
Lindau.
On to carry that time was Josh Yasha, but he lost it. Fumbled it away, and North recovered it.
Dave Pfeiffer, former Sheboygan South coach, now the offensive coordinator at Heartland. He was at Kettle Moraine for a couple of years.
Okay, North takes over. They have it. It's going to be spotted right on the 40-yard line. So again, they have pretty good field position, Chris. There's 2:20 left in the third. Let's see if they can get a score on the board. Mahler continuing his run at quarterback. And I believe that's going to be on North, illegal procedure. First and 15. Jeez, they got a hard time making 10 yards. This is part of the problem, over the last couple of years, actually, is, once there's a penalty, a 5-yard penalty, it's just really, really tough for them to get 15 yards and get a first down. See if they can do it here. Handoff, and right in there was the defense, and getting ripped down was Tu Chang Koo, making his first carry of the night. Not a memorable one either. Loses 2 on the play.
Well, right now Roberts has gone through concession protocol, and he seems good.
Yeah, he got ripped pretty good by Steinbrecher on that completed pass. Yeah. Trotting on the sideline, Chris, that's a good sign. Sinalis trying to make the one-handed grab, but just a little too far out in front.
And get your receivers crunched that way too, Marty.
Isn't that the truth?
Safeties are dropped back a little bit now because of they know they can't give up a big play, and see that little slant back there.
You remember Jerry Tagey? That name?
Played, Alabama?
No, he played at, was on the national champion Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Nebraska. You're right. You are right.
He played at Green Bay West. We graduated the same year. He played a year or 2 at the Packers.
Yep.
Mahler lofting one out there, and it's picked off. And they're calling the interceptor out of bounds, but Making that interception, by the way, was Jason Simmons. There you're going to see it. Leaping grab made, and then he stepped out of bounds. Second interception by Maurer. 1:31 left. 1st and 10.
Yep. Nebraska, you are correct.
But anyway, he was in the conference. They had another kid on the team, Dave Mason. Actually, I think was on the Packers for a year. And then there was another kid in the league, Cole, what was his name? Played at Northern Michigan. He also was on the Packers for a year after college. What's the burger place up in Green Bay, right by Lambeau?
Crows.
Crows. Bob Crow, I think his name was.
Lindau on the stop there again.
But 7 or an 8 yard gain. Valiette taking it. Jitterbugging up all the way inside the 35 yard line. Big gain there. It's going to be 1st down and 10. Ball spotted on the 33. Inside handoff again. Putting his head down and running hard. Volley yet again. Chris, they're just manhandling the north front 7. They run up the middle. Yasha on that carry. Everybody's getting the time. Carry the ball. We got a timeout.
Nope. I was going to say it's going to be the quarter, Marty.
9 seconds.
They're not going to run a play.
Howard.
They're not going to run a play.
Right, they're going to let her go down. And that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. Hey, we got graphics again. Green Bay Southwest up 27-0 at the end of 3.
Marie, you have prediabetes.
Prediabetes? I don't have time to eat right or exercise. I'm a busy mom.
Oh, you're a busy mom.
Yeah.
This is great news. Busy moms never get prediabetes.
Wait, what?
Let me just... Yeah, this is all the people at risk for prediabetes, and way over here, busy moms. No?
I love taking care of my mom. It wasn't easy at first. She learned how to better communicate her needs.
And you learned how to not ignore yours.
I discovered how to make healthier meals.
And I discovered how much I enjoyed them.
Becoming a caregiver is a learning experience for everyone. Find articles, tips, and tools from experts and others who have been in your place. The Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving.
All right, I just want to go through this again. Our next game will be September 9th when Stockbridge visits KLC out in Kohler. We look forward to bringing you that game. All the teams are out of town next week, Chris. That's why there was no game next week. And then the following week, with Labor Day, we were not able to get a crew together. Nobody wanted to do the color. You weren't going to be around. Well, you were going to be around. Okay.
I'll be around.
Maybe it was the play-by-play guy. Yeah, illegal procedure on Southwest. It's still going to be 1st down, but now it's going to be 1st and 15, ball on the 25. Comas taking the snap, gets outside, he's got room to run, and run he does. Gets stopped at about the 14-yard line and pushed back. But good pickup, 11 yards.
Dylan Lindau on the stop.
Again, you mentioned it earlier, you don't like to see those defensive backs having to make a lot of tackles. Yasha, 26, is in the backfield now. He's gotten a chance to carry the ball and done pretty nice. Give it to him. No, Howard pulls it out and keeps it. He's got the first down to about the 6 or 7 yard line.
Guess who made the tackle, Marty?
Lindo.
You know, once again, where are the backers and the ends there, Marty? There's just, I mean, it just shouldn't happen.
Yasha had a bit of an opening, but it closed pretty quick. North pushes him back.
Got to read your keys.
2nd and goal. Howard at quarterback says something to Yasha on the back. Man in motion. Howard rolling, looking, fires a dart, and he's got his wide receiver. Nice catch made that time by Joe Stats, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. And Southwest is on the board again. Right now it sits at 33-0. Burton in to attempt the extra point. You know, I'm almost more impressed with Howard's passing, Chris, than I am with Comas.
Really? I thought Comas had a gun, too.
What I did like about him was what you had said, his running. He's a very good runner, very powerful. Extra point is good, so with 10:31 left in the ball game, Southwest up 34-0.
This is the moment I knew his future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Back at Urban Field. Southwest had pretty much all their way. Chris, we had mentioned in the first half we thought North's defense was okay. Not quite so sure anymore. I think they've been wearing down. They've been on the field a lot.
They've been on the field a lot of short fields. The offense is never on the field, so that if they put drives together, you shorten it up. Wearing them down, big offensive line, which always seems to be what our opponents have in the Valley, and you just get knocked around. Like I said, they got running backs that are 220 pounds. That's what our line is, and it's not that there's not an effort there by the Raiders. That's
according to the program. Roberts only goes 140. He's a heck. I was heavier than that when I ran in high school, and that was 50 years ago. Well, 48. But you get the idea. But you're right. Big backs.
They're in a line.
Equals grinding out yardage.
And there's just no gaps up the middle. I mean, even on defense, Southwest.
There was one play, I think it was actually on a kickoff where Roberts, or maybe a punt, no, it was probably kickoff. Roberts tried to get to the outside and literally only got arm tackled, but they were able to slow him up so much that it allowed the other guys to get up and make a tackle. And you'd like to break some of those arm tackles and get some positive yardage. But when you're small, it's hard to do. Another inside handoff. Roberts basically picks up no yardage on that play. It's going to be 3rd down. Third down and 10. Mahler in the backfield. He's got receivers left and right. Roberts in the backfield. Quick out. And not able to make the catch for North was Lindau. It's going to be 4th down. And unless we get a real boomer, Southwest is going to have pretty good field position coming right back at North. Hey, get a whistle and officials timeout, I think, Chris.
Another person we haven't seen is Keenan Gilbert. He's on the sideline in shorts. He was a tailback last year for North. And I think he played as a sophomore as well. Number 4.
Yeah, 12th grader, 135, Chris.
Yep, remember he was pretty small last year too.
Mitch Mahler, 6'2", 190, 9th grader. Isaiah Love Beringer, 6 foot, 190, 9th grader. So he's got a couple on the team. As we look over this, did we see Love Beringer out there at all, Chris, number 27? I don't remember calling that number.
I don't either. Well, that's good size, you know, for a freshman.
Yeah, really.
He's going to be, might get bigger, which will be nice to have, build around.
Ian Cook closes the gap up the middle, and Yerrick's punt is away. Another nice high one, and Lavallette takes it. It slips by one tackler, and now he gets to the outside, and he's on the loose. Bad tackling at the beginning allowed him to get into North territory on the return. He made a great attempt to bat that ball so it wouldn't go over his head and then get the return going, and he did that and then some. Here you're going to see it. Watch him leap up and tap it. Ugh! I got her now. And there's the missed tackle.
Yep,
and another
tried,
one.
But missed.
Well, the North tackler got clipped. Problem was, he got clipped by his own guy. 1st and 10, ball on the 44 on the north side of midfield. So it's another short field like Chris has been talking about all night.
A little surprised they still have their starters in there, and we're going to drop back and throw up.
Howard, oh, he's on the loose. Big gain for Nick Howard. He's going to go to the end zone and score. 44-yard run. Looked to pass, pulled the ball back down, and just took it right up the field. Too easy.
I'm going to say, you had Kumis in there and the offensive line there. But you look over to Southwest, they don't have a lot of numbers either.
Yeah, you're right. Here we go. Well, not going to see it.
You're running clock the rest of the way, though, Marty.
Yeah. He put the ball up like he wanted to pass, and then he pulled it down and ran. That was the part you didn't see. You saw the end when he took it into the end zone. And he looked pretty quick. Not a strong kick, but was accurate enough. It's 41-0 now with 8:36 remaining. Okay. Getting ready for the kickoff. Chris indicating that with the big lead Southwest has, the clock will run. And I think, Chris, does it stay running even if they get it below because it's the fourth quarter?
You are correct, sir.
It was a lucky guess. Okay, I got a baseball question for you. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Batter hits a ground ball towards second baseman, and it hits the runner. Does the run score from third?
No.
Okay, third out, right? Just ends the play.
An automatic dead ball once it hits a runner?
Yeah.
Of any sorts?
And even if it would hit him after the runner crossed the plate, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
It's just kind of like, I mean, it could be just like a play at first base. You know, hit a grounder to second, he throws it to first for the third out. Even if the runner scores first, it still doesn't count. All right.
All right.
Let's see, Mahler's still in there, Roberts still in the backfield. Norris trying to generate something. They've had trouble all night. Catch is made by Hill and bounces off a couple of tacklers. Picks up maybe 2 yards. Not much.
We're down to 7:40, and like I said before, it's going to just run right to the end here unless there's a touchdown.
Second down and 8 for North. They'll get better, Chris. I know it's been a long night tonight, and we'd like to see them win some ball games, but they'll get better. Lindau didn't look like he was ready for that pass. Not that he would have caught it anyway. That was pretty hard. But pass is incomplete. It's that they don't have anything to build on in terms of their offense this game. I mean, they haven't had too much success. At one play they did have the big one. You said, you know, they ran out of the defense ran out of the way and allowed them to gain big yardage. When they didn't run out of the way, that's when kid for North got hurt. By the way, I made a mistake here. Tu Chang Koo is in the backfield, not well, Roberts is in there now, so he's apparently okay, which is a good thing. It's going to be 4th and 8.
Punt number 9.
Good snap. Nice high kick again. And LaViolette makes a fair catch inside the 40. Going to be 1st and 10 for Southwest.
Well, let's see. They got some new guys in there now, Marty. Southwest we're talking to.
You know what that means. Mr. Martin's got to go to work.
I think you still got...
Howard is still a quarterback,
yeah,
and
well,
I think that's Yasha in the backfield.
Yeah. Sure, he'll be straight up the middle kind of stuff.
Whoops. And he goes down. A sack for North. Loss of about 6.
Under 5 minutes now. I don't think they're going to throw the ball, Marty.
I hope not. Inside handoff. Yasha gets it up to the 35, picks up a couple, maybe 3. Third down and about 13. Clock running, getting down to the 4-minute mark of the ball game.
Unbelievable.
Rifles a shot. What a bullet that time. A great pass. Nice catch made by Allen Bunker.
I'm surprised
they've
by
got
that.
a first down. Well,
I suppose.
Some of that's got to fall on the shoulders of North, too. I mean, you got to play defense.
Yep. Tough night, Marty.
I think they'll go back to the running game now.
I was a little excited coming in, and my balloon has been slowly deflated.
Yeah. I was looking for a little bit more from the offensive line, and we just didn't see it tonight. But I think they'll get better.
Yep.
There's a little bit of size there, not a great deal, but hopefully they can come back and do a little better next week. Yasha taking it up the middle, picks up maybe a yard. Third down.
It's on a tag on a stop.
David, a pretty big guy, 6'1", 190, senior. Yasha, no, Howard keeping it, and he gets ripped down, no gain. He showed pretty good speed on that quarterback scramble.
Cow on the stop there. Nice play.
Comus in, must be their punter. Nathan Raymaker in the backfield now too. They serve as a blocker. Good snap, quick kick. Lindau takes it at about the 13 and is knocked out of bounds near the 15.
Second punt for Southwest tonight.
It'll be first down for North. Rolling down to the 1 minute mark. Spread offense. Mahler remaining at quarterback. He's been there all night. Scrambling, Chris. He's got some room to run. He gets nailed. Taken down on a hard tackle. That one made by Jason Simmons.
30 seconds left, Marty. Probably time enough for about one more play.
Yep. Seven-yard pickup that time by Mitchell. 14, 13, 12, 11. And inside handoff. Not much doing there. And that's going to be the ball game. Final score, Green Bay Southwest 41, North nothing. Chris, I don't think you have much to say, do you?
No, just I think what you said is the best point, is they're going to get better, and pick up on some of that is very important.
A great job by the crew. Richard Bartson working all alone. Our only cameraman, that producer guy should say, our director is Scott Maloff. There you go. Announcers Mike Martin, Chris Wright. Thanks for watching, everybody. Our next game will be September 9th when Stockbridge visits Lutheran Kohler Christian out in Kohler. We look forward to bringing you that game. One more time, Sheboygan Southwest, Green Bay Southwest 41, Sheboygan North nothing. For the crew and my partner, I'm Mike Martin saying thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you down the road.